Hey, what's up YouTube? Topwater Tony here. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm not a happy camper with Best Buy and the Apple Corporation. Well, I guess it was my fault. The problem started when I decided to put my faith, my trust, and money in a company, hoping that I get a good computer. So I started out by paying about $2,500 for this MacBook Pro here. And let's see, I bought it in April of last year. And I guess where everybody that I've talked to with at Apple and Best Buy says it's my fault that when I purchased it, I didn't buy the Apple Care. So, well, let's see. From April, the computer worked flawlessly. There was absolutely no issue, no sign of any problems internally or whatever. It was fast. Anything I needed it to do, it did it. And no sign of trouble whatsoever. Until the first update, which came in about 6 months. The screen, little message pops up on the screen and says, update to, at the time it was OS Sierra or something of that nature. So I would hit the update button and it would act like it was going to update, let it go overnight while I'm asleep, and wake up the next morning, it's still at the same place it was when I left it. So called Best Buy, where I purchased it from, and they said bring it to us and we'll take a look at it. So I go up the hill to Best Buy, go to the Geek Squad, and these little kids basically look at it and says, well, leave it with us and we'll get the operating system put in it. So I guess the good news about that is it didn't take long. I dropped it off one evening and it was ready by the next evening. And all they did was wipe everything that was in my computer out and install the OS Sierra. And they charged me $107. So I get it home, and from that moment on, it worked just like it did before. No issues. Until about where we're at total. Like I said, I bought the computer in April. So now it's a year and a month and a half later. Everything's working fine until it says you need to update. Push the update button. The same thing happens again. It just goes to whatever it was, I can't remember the time frame, and stops. I go to bed. I let it do its thing, hoping I'm going to wake up the next morning and the update is going to be installed. And I think this time around it was something like 10.2 point whatever blah 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 bullshit. So this time, instead of calling Best Buy, I called Apple. And the first guy, who knows what his name was, doesn't really matter, had me try doing, control this, control that, control whatever, to try to make it do its thing. And he says that, well, you're going to have to take it to the Apple Store. And let's back up a little bit. Problem one with this whole ordeal is when I took the computer to Best Buy at 6 months, instead of them telling me that my computer is under warranty, which I'm kind of new to all this technology stuff. It may not seem like it with all the videos and stuff I've done, but it's a work in progress and I'm still learning. So I didn't know that the computer was under any kind of warranty. And they didn't tell me. So instead of them saying your computer's under warranty, you should take it to Apple or call Apple or take it to the Apple Store or anything of the such, they just went ahead and did their thing. They put the Sierra update in it. So let's see. The problem with that is, according to the first guy I talked to at Apple, no, it wasn't the first guy. It was a guy or two later on. Okay, let's continue forward. I'll get back to that in a bit. I take it to the Apple Store. They push, a couple buttons like the guy on the phone was telling me to do. And same situation. Nothing's happening. So I leave it there. And I think the next day they call me and they tell me that there's, I think it was not a hardware, but maybe it was hardware. I don't know these terms. But the motherboard or something was like messed up. Okay, now keep in mind, I've used this computer for a year, a month, and 2 weeks without any issue and out any hint of any problem, except for when there was those two updates, one at 6 months and one at about a year, a month, and we'll say 1 week. So the people at the Apple Store tell me that it's going to be $575 to fix because there was no Apple Care and it's not under warranty. I said, well, wait a minute. The first exact same problem as what's going on now happened at 6 months in, which at that point it was under warranty. Doesn't that, since this is the same problem, does not qualify me to, have this fixed under some kind of warranty? And they played hardball and they said, no, you'll have to cover this because you didn't buy the Apple Care. So at this point I'm starting to fume because not only did I think $2,500 was going to get me a good computer, I thought it would get me some good customer service. So everything I'm hearing so far, and this is only the beginning of the story, is them telling me that it's my fault that I didn't buy the customer care. Kind of ignoring the fact that this same problem, whatever it is, because they can say it's whatever, I don't know what's really going on. Maybe the motherboard or hardware or whatever was fine, and they just said it was bad, just to charge me another $575. So let's see what happened after that. Well, then there was a bunch of calls to Apple saying the same old story, trying to get them to fix the computer under warranty. And what's kind of funny is I talked to, and it was, I guess maybe just a coincidence or whatever, throughout like a week and a half of trying to talk to different people, trying to get some customer service to help fix this. All the guys I've talked to, the first three of the guys I talked to, all their names started with J. I thought that was kind of odd. Jordan, Jason, Jeremy, whatever, And I said to the third guy, and it's kind of strange that everybody I've talked to, all the guys I've talked to, is their names start with J. I said, "Are you guys messing with me?" And of course, he said, "No, we're all different. We're all different people." So the last guy said, "Well, okay, the other problem." I said that, well, the problem happened 6 months in while the computer was under warranty. So he says, "Where did you take it to?" I said, "I took it to Best Buy, the place I bought it from." If you purchase something and you got an issue or a problem, my first reaction is to take it back where you got it and, see what they say. So he tells me that particular Best Buy isn't authorized or an official Apple repair center or whatever, some of that nature. They're not supposed to be working on Apple products as repair or whatever. So I thought, that's weird. Why would that be? But so with that said, by them not being an official place to take your Apple products, even though you bought it from them, not the official place to take it to, the repair that they did wouldn't have any record visible at the Apple store, Apple Corporation or whatever. So there's another strike. So I'm like, why would a store be selling your products and not be a proper place to take it to get any work done to it? So just mumble jumble bullshit after that. So I call and talk to the manager at the Best Buy. Female lady. She also played hardball and said it's my fault, basically, that I didn't buy the Apple Care. And the guy at Apple asked me, do they do any type of diagnostic or whatever on the computer? And I got my receipt and my paperwork for that, and all it said was that they installed the OS Sierra update. It didn't say anything about them doing any kind of diagnostic, which possibly would have showed that there's some issue of why it won't update like it should when you hit the update button. So I really got nowhere with her. Spent a lot of time on the phone talking to her and basically got nowhere. She says that since you bought the computer from Apple, you should call Apple. They should take care of it. So Apple tells me to call Best Buy. They should take care of it. I call Best Buy. She says Apple should take care of it. So I call Apple again. I said, I was trying to find out if, I forget what they call the people, but they're supposedly the high up in the customer repair issues kind of thing. I forget what they call that. I wrote it down over there, but I'm not going to go get it. So I said, is there anybody else I can talk to? And apparently, I guess there wasn't. The next guy I talked to, also name started with a J, Jonathan, Jordan, whatever, says that I should call the Best Buy consumer rep or something like that. So after many attempts of the automated system sending me back to different geek squads, somehow one of the people or somehow I don't know, I got transferred somewhere, somehow, some way to the actual customer rep, the highest person to talk to as far as customer service for Best Buy. A lady, don't know her name, and talked to her for quite a long time. Told her the same story, and basically she was nice, but still didn't get anywhere with her as far as getting the repair done, or my money back, or a replacement computer. Because if Apple says there's a hardware issue, which should have been detected 6 months in when I had the first update done, but they didn't do a diagnostic on it, you know, things would be hopefully a different situation. So unfortunately got nowhere with her. Oh yeah, also I told her that the guy at the Apple Center, Apple Store, Apple Care or whatever, said that the Best Buy that I took it to wasn't a authorized Apple repair place. And she said, well, that's the first I've ever heard of that. Kind of implying that the guy at Apple is lying. Which, I don't know. He could be. So let's see. Got nowhere with her. She also said that, you know, if I would have had the Apple Care, you know, this would have been covered. But who knows for sure? You know, if they're playing hardball like this, after I paid good money for this computer, who's to say that they're not going to finagle and use some kind of small print per se, so that they wouldn't be liable or whatever to cover this repair. So got nowhere with her, and let's see what happened. I called the last guy, who's also started with a J. I think his name was Jason. So I had two Jasons and a couple other guys with the name starting with J. And at this point, I'm getting backed up as far as like videos that I need to update. So I just said, well, okay, whatever. Let me just get this thing fixed. So puts me back connected with the Apple Store where my computer's been sitting for a week and a half. And lo and behold, the guy that picked up also was named Jason. So we got two Jasons, a Jonathan and a Jordan, I think it was. I thought, all right, you gotta be kidding me. This is just really strange. So I gave him the authorization to fix the computer. And it was fixed, I think, in 2 days. Fast turnaround. If there was really a problem. So let's see. I picked it up and here it is. It works pretty good, or I should say, it works fine. But now there's like a new problem that didn't happen the whole year and a month and a week that I had it all, you know, all that time. Now when I play a YouTube video, for some reason, for a short amount of time, the screen will go into like a green, kind of a night vision kind of look. And that's never done that before. So they say that this repair, or the computer now without repair, the paid repair, the computer is under warranty for 3 months. So I guess I'm going to have to take it back to them at some point and say, I've got this funky screen now. It seems like I'm leaving out something in the part of the story. Let me think for a second. Well, actually, I guess maybe I didn't. I'll probably think of it as I edit this video, and I'll say, oh, wait a minute, I forgot to put something in there. If I forgot something, maybe I'll just type it in or something or whatever. I don't know. But, you know, basically this was just a pretty screwy ordeal. It's hard to believe that two different companies will ping pong you back and forth to one or the other, and not really provide any customer service that was satisfactory to this particular situation. So I don't know how many people are going to see this video. Maybe somebody out there has had the same type of lack of customer service or arrogance with these people that you are talking with at the so-called customer service line or whatever. But, you know, in the comments, let me know if you think I'm in the wrong. You know, is it all my fault because I didn't buy the Apple Care? Do you think that there should have been some better customer service when I took it into Best Buy for the repair? Should they have said that, hey, you're under warranty, you know, get in contact with Apple, and you should get this, you could probably get this fixed under warranty, as opposed to taking my $107 and, you know, doing their thing at a so-called unauthorized place to work on Apple products. So let me know in the comments what your experience is with Apple or Best Buy. You know, needless to say, I'm definitely not buying anything from Best Buy again. I really prefer buying things online at Amazon. I've had fantastic service with them. The few little problems I've had, they've handled right away. And I think that's a 5-star business as far as my experience with them. So what scares me is, you know, 6 months down the line after this 3-month warranty is over and the next update comes, I'm going to be scared to hit that button. Maybe I shouldn't even update it. Maybe it's just, you know, ride it out or whatever. You know, really the main thing I use the computer for is update my videos for YouTube with iMovie. So I don't know, at that point, if something goes wrong, I don't know if I should continue investing in a company that doesn't give a crap about their customers, or at least give a crap about me. Or should I move on and try to find something else that I can edit my movies with? Also, comment that if you know something that's a good editor, you know, computer for editing, you know, let me know what those are. I'll check them out online and maybe kind of get prepared to do a switch, I guess, when this thing, you know, messes up again. But hey, that's my story. I was inspired by a girl that I watched her story about her experience with the Apple Corporation, and it wasn't a good one either. She even had Apple Care, and she said that Apple says that, I guess she had spilled like some water or something on the computer. So the Apple Care said, or the Apple people said, the Apple Care covers everything. Okay, battery died. So anyway, I was talking about the girl that I saw a video online about her Apple problem, and she had bought Apple Care and was told that Apple Care covers everything except for water. You know, and she didn't know that. What a way to find out. So I don't know how much she had to pay to get her thing fixed or whatever, but anyway, it was a pretty good story. You can probably look that up. I forget. I'll try to find the link to her situation, and if I find it, I'll put it in the link or the information below my video or in my video, whatever, I don't know. So anyway, that's my story. Best Buy and Apple customer service is 2 thumbs down. Hate it. So before you purchase anything from Best Buy or Apple, definitely do your research and see if you want to invest in their products, their corporations or whatever. And if you do, try to make the best of it, I guess. My situation sucked. I'm happy now to have a working computer. I just hope it lasts for longer than a year or whatever. So hey, that's it for now. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments. You know, keep it nice. Just, you know, let me know what's on your mind with this situation or situations that you've had. I guess this is it. I'm done. This video is over, and hopefully it helps somebody in the future make a good decision with their money. So until next time, I'll catch you later, and stay tuned for the next videos. Or video. Whichever. Peace. I know, I'm looking at the screen too much. I should be looking right at the lens, because the lens is the person, not the screen over here. Hey, I'm still kind of new with this. I don't, whatever. Okay. Catch you later.